Hi guys, my name's Kyle Simon. I'm the owner of Breakthru Tutoring. Today I just wanted to talk with you about the frustration students can find in dealing with math. Typically when I talk to parents, the first thing they tell me is that their student is frustrated and concerned because they're not doing well in their class. And a lot of the times when we look at the reasons why, parents are first looking at, oh, it must be the teacher, it must be the content, the class must be too big. But usually, because I've heard these excuses more times than I can count, I have to tell the parent that it's not any of those things. In fact, it's actually that the student has been moved forward in classes quicker than they actually should have been. So we actually moved through the class and had fundamental gaps in our understanding. So what I always like to do is I always like to set up students and start from the beginning. Start with the problem. And when we look at the problem, it really comes down to the basics. It comes down to basic arithmetic. Now you might think, oh my God, my student has been doing arithmetic since they were in fourth grade. They don't have a problem with that. But I guarantee you that students don't have a surefire way of looking at a particular problem, looking at a certain cue, and executing that problem effectively. So when a student sees a particular situation, they should be running a certain program in their head to get the proper result coming out. We look at that and we think of that as a habit. So for instance, the cue might be your alarm clock. The program might be your student is brushing their teeth. And the reward might be that they have perfect teeth and they don't have to go to the dentist and get cavities filled. So when we're looking at arithmetic, I always come down to two different areas. Are the signs the same or are they different? So for instance, if we're looking at the problem positive 2 plus 3, I can see here that they both have a positive sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the signs for a second, and I'm just going to put 2 and 3 together. If we added those two numbers together, we know that that's going to be 5. Now, since the signs are the same on the left, we're going to keep the sign on the right. If we're looking at two negative numbers, maybe we have negative 2 minus 3. Well, these are both negative, same sign. So again, let's go ahead and just ignore the signs for a second and put 2 and 3 together, which is 5, and we keep the sign. Now let's look at a situation where we have different signs. Maybe we have plus 4 minus 7. So the signs are different, so we're in a different category here. So again, all we're going to do is we're going to ignore the signs for a second, and I'm going to take the big number, which is the 7 in this case, and subtract the small number. So 7 minus 4 is going to give us a 3. And since the 7 is the bigger number here, we're going to keep the sign that is associated with it. So we can see we're going to add a negative here. If we go ahead and flip it, maybe we have a negative 5 plus 8. Well, the same thing, different signs. 8 minus 5 gives us 3. And since the 8 is bigger, we're going to keep it positive. This process for arithmetic might sound easy on first glance, but I can't tell you how many students work higher end problems and always get down to arithmetic and struggle. So this is a very easy concept for you to introduce to your student to help give them a surefire way of doing their arithmetic, because as we know, math is always going to come down to arithmetic. It's a ladder that just keeps building higher and higher. And if our students are missing legs on that ladder, they're not going to have the foundation that they need to survive in higher end math courses. This is our breakdown of arithmetic, but other topics to come will be fractions, algebra, equations, that sort of thing. So I look forward to talking with you in the next video. Have a great day.